Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video I have got a comparison dupe video of the Huda Beauty palette versus the Models Prefer Sunsetter palette. These palettes are both practically the same. I'm going to go through and tell you what I like about both palettes, but there's a humongous price difference. The Huda Beauty palette in Australia retails at $95 at Sephora, and the Sunsetter palette retails at $19.99 in Priceline. So there's a huge comparison of price, and I just wanted to compare both palettes, see if they both are the same and which one would be better if you're on a budget or if you want to treat yourself. To me personally, both of these palettes do the same job. I used the Sunsetter one today and I did like a purple eye look and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to crack into the Sunsetter palette first. So I was in Priceline with my sister and I first of all saw the covering and I thought, oh, it's so pretty, and then I had a look at the tester and it was so much like the Huda Beauty palette. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to buy it to do a comparison video and also see what it's like, because the Models Prefer shadows are really nice. They're nice and creamy and I've never ever had an eyeshadow palette from them that I haven't liked. So I thought I would pick this up. So it's got on the back here, it's got inspired by the vibrant colours and shifting hues of the night sky. This palette contains a stunning array of jewel-toned and neutral shades in a range of matte, duochrome and metallic finishes. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the palette, and then it's got the ingredients of the eyeshadows, but it hasn't got how much eyeshadow product is in the palette, which I'm trying to find, but it doesn't say how much ounces. This is what the palette looks like itself. It's got a really nice big mirror in it, so that's really good for traveling. But the palette itself looks like this. So you've got pretty much all of the same looking shadows. To me, the duochrome shadows in here are a lot more easier to apply than some of my Huda Beauty shadows in the Desert Dusk palette. I don't know why, but the duochrome ones were just so much easier for me to apply with my eye look today than the Huda Beauty ones, but I still love that palette. But yeah, it pretty much, to me, looks like a standard dupe for it. I will link it down below from Priceline, and I'll see if Models Prefer have it on their site. And no, I really love this palette. I used these two shades today and I used these two purple shades, and I just really loved how they blended out. They didn't like stay in the crease and like they weren't hard to like budge. They moved how I wanted them to move. They're very soft and silky, and it was just really easy to apply. So that is the Sunsetter palette. Alrighty, the Huda Beauty palette. So I'm just going to open it and I'm going to do like a side to side comparison. It pretty much looks the same. I'm going to include swatches of all of the shadows, like the shadow from here and the shadow from there that are both similar. I'm going to compare them and do a swatch video at the end of this, then you can see. But to be honest with you, I seriously think they apply the same. The only difference I can kind of see is that the duochrome shadows in this palette can be a little bit drying sometimes, and I don't know why. But the ones from the Models Prefer palette aren't drying. I don't know why. Maybe there's a little different ingredient in it, I'm not really sure. But this one's $95, and if you do want to get it, definitely get it. But you can always, if you want to try it out, get this one for $19. I love both of them exactly the same, but I think this one's a little bit more, it's more price friendly, but as well it's more easier to apply, especially with those duochrome shadows. And I didn't have any fallout either when I was doing this eye look today, which was a plus. So I'm now going to do a comparison of each shadow in the palettes, and I really hope that you enjoy this video. I'm going to include my blog post down below on these shadows, and please let me know if you've tried the Sunsetter palette from Models Prefer, or if you've tried both of these if you live in Australia. I don't know if they do ship internationally, I'll see. If they do, I'll link it down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I have just finished actually swatching all these and feeling the different consistency. From feeling the different consistency, this one wins for me. It's really creamy, very soft, there's not a lot of fallout on them. I also did use it today with my eye look and there was no fallout. I noticed that the Huda Beauty palette is really drying for some reason. Like all of the shadows are very dry and a little bit chalky to swatch. I don't know why, but this one isn't. So you've got the first shade from the Models Prefer palette, the first shade from the Huda Beauty palette, first shade from Models Prefer, second shade Huda Beauty, and so on. It's all going to be in the same sort of gist, but to me they look fairly similar. I do notice a humongous difference with the texture of each shadow. I would definitely recommend getting the Models Prefer one if you can. If you've got the Huda Beauty one, that's awesome. I love it so much as well, but honestly from the feeling different comparison of the shadows, the Models Prefer one wins for me because it is just way more softer than the Huda Beauty palette.